Give up talking about yourself. I go to trade shows to meet business owners to see if I can help them with marketing. It's a natural place for that kind of conversation, and they're already spending money to attract clients, so what the heck? They aren't expecting to talk to me about how I can help them when they want people to spend money on them. But I've been pretty successful at these shows getting new clients. This is what I do when I meet somebody at a booth. The first thing I do is I see if they're interested in just talking. If they're talkers, I ask about their business. Second thing I do is I ask them what's been working in your marketing. If they open up about how they're getting customers, then I go into the third thing. I actually listen. I really am genuinely interested in people's businesses. And then I'm going to spot an opportunity to give them some advice. And the fourth thing that I think is key is I ask them to talk more about marketing after the show. But I only do that if they show real interest in what I've shared. And I give them a call afterwards. What I don't do is first go and start talking about myself.
Great. I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
I see a lot of businesses making this mistake in their marketing material. The reason why I use the trade show as my example, it's kind of like a little mini funnel. And really where I see a lot of businesses doing this is on their website. So check this out. I was looking at this handyman website recently. Imagine if this website was a person at that trade show. Imagine if they were me at the trade show. I'd be the guy who talks about myself for 10 minutes straight without asking any questions or trying to figure out what the heck is on my prospect mind. The site looks nice. I've seen better. I've seen worse. If you notice, it's all about this company. And you and I both know that this is normal for business websites. At least we've accepted this as normal. But what if there's actually a better way? When it comes to communicating with customers, what's the most important thing to get across? Going back to this handyman example, if I had a broken toilet and I went to Google and I said, hey, handyman near me, these guys would come up and I would click on their website. Nowhere are they addressing what to do if I have an urgent problem. Nowhere are they making it painfully obvious about how I can reach out. I would probably just go to another website right away.
Help me help you.
Now, before I show you the solution, if you're getting value from this, especially if you're realizing that your website might be doing this or any place else in your marketing, subscribe. I break down marketing mistakes like this every single week. Once you notice the pattern, you're going to see it everywhere. What should you do instead of talking about yourself? After all, remember, this is normal. You might actually be thinking to yourself, what are you talking about? You have to talk about your customers' problems and the outcomes they want. Before I made this video, I wanted to find a great example of a handyman website that anticipated a problem and communicated to someone ahead of time. I looked through like 8 or 10 of them and I couldn't find any in this area. All of these websites are trying to answer questions that I don't think anybody's really asking. The first thing someone asks about a service provider is, can you solve my problem? They aren't asking all the questions that these websites are answering. But picture this. What if your headline said, we know you just want that one thing fixed without turning your life upside down. Whether it's a squeaky door, cracked drywall, flickering light, or whatever keeps catching your eye, get it all sorted out this week without the scheduling nightmare. Imagine walking past that spot with zero mental noise, just satisfaction that you finally handled it. One way is all about your company. And this way is all about them. Whenever you do all the talking about yourself, you're putting yourself in this very weird position. You're begging with a really nice website.
My website is awesome. Hire me.
What's exhausting about that is you run out of ways to say, I'm reliable and professional. I have experience. I do a great job.
Stop your job! Look at the insensitive man!
What if instead of trying to get people to know who you are, you focused on showing them that you know who they are and what they're facing? So if this has caught your attention and you want to take some action on it, let me give you some steps really quickly. Step 1, go look at your homepage right now. Read it out loud. Does it sound like that guy at the trade show who won't stop talking about himself? Step 2, write down the top 3 problems you know your customers have before they find you. Not the services you provide, the actual problems that they can't fix and the reason why they're calling. Step 3, rewrite your headline and speak directly to one of those problems. Make it about their relief, not your process. Step 4, test it out. Show it to 3 or 4 people who fit your ideal customer and ask them, does this sound like it was written for you?
Nice.
If you're struggling with this, looking at your website thinking, I have no idea how to make this about them instead of me, I get it. But this is exactly what I help businesses with. Drop a comment with your biggest challenge in talking to customers. I read every comment and I often turn those into full videos, or I'll give you a reply. If you want to dive deeper into marketing that actually works, subscribe. I share real examples like this every single week. And remember, give up trying to get people to know who you are. Start showing them You know who they are.